Jewelry wants to give your mom an extra special Mother's Day. Go to DonsJewelryGiveaway.com and enter to win a $1,000 gift card to Don's Jewelry and a weekend bed and breakfast package at the DeSoto House in Galena.
Want your skin to look 10 years younger? Well, now you can smooth the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles instantly with Derm Exclusive's Fill and Freeze.
I put the Fill and Freeze on, and before my very eyes, the lines disappear.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, and I finally found it with the powerful 4-peptide combination in Derm Exclusive's Fill and Freeze. When you try Derm Exclusive Fill and Freeze, you will see your own amazing results.
Now it's your turn to see your own instant results with Fill and Freeze and pay only $39.95. Order now and you'll receive a second bottle of Fill and Freeze free. Dr. Orden will even include $200 in bonuses absolutely free. Order now and get the complete Derm Exclusive system for only $39.95. Call 1-800-632-5603 or go to getderm.com. Order now.
I do.
Bridezilla's Drama Unleashed.
Bridezilla's on WQAD MyTV 8.3 and Mediacom Channel 716. Back-to-back episodes of Cheaters starting at 10 a.m. Weekdays on MyTV 8.3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Say hello to the WQAD News 8 app and say hello to video.
Nice night for Cubs baseball. It's WGN Sports on My50 as the Cubs host the Cincinnati Reds. Rubber game of a 3-game weekday series. Great to have you with us as always. Jim DeShays, Len Casper. We're going to get right into the pitching matchup tonight. Travis Wood, a former Red, has been very good against Cincinnati since he got traded. Just okay his last time out.
Yeah, against the Rockies up in Denver. It was going along nicely. Troy Tulowitzki got a big 2-run double against him. He went 4 2/3, allowed 7 hits, struck out 5 with a couple of walks. And as Len mentioned, really good against the Reds in his career, a losing record, but lifetime 2.98 ERA for Wood against the Reds.
Jason Marquis has resumed his career. It's been a couple of years since he had been in the big leagues because of Tommy John surgery. 36 years old.
Yeah, he has been resilient. The Reds are his 9th major league club. You see the numbers from his first start last Friday against the Cardinals.
Well, the Cubs had won 3 in a row before a 3-2 loss last night, but they were able to come back late with a couple of runs in the 8th inning as Wellington Castillo came off the bench and hit a 2-run homer. Cubs got to within 1, but then the fireballer Aroldis Chapman closed the door in the 9th. Tonight, it's the Reds and Cubs. Final game of this series next.
Hey, what's going on?
Do what I tell you, old man. How did you do that?
I train like I own it.
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 Citizens Tactical Unit Training shall stand by your side during the most trying time of your life, when you're forced to defend it.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Old age, hail damage,
or maybe even golf ball damage.
There are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
Whoa! Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
We know we ought to eat a little healthier. WQAD's Good Morning Quad Cities can keep it from being bland with the Genesis Healthy Heart Kitchen. Every Friday, we'll create a delicious healthy dish guided by Chef Toby. Let's eat healthy. Fridays with WQAD News 8's Good Morning Quad Cities.
Perfect for people who want entertainment the easy way.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Now at your Honda dealer. Napa, home of Napa know-how. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Favorite Subway restaurants. Subway, eat. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition is brought to you. Sports. It is Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. Every team will be wearing the number 42. That's everybody in uniform. As Jackie broke Major League Baseball's color barrier on this date 68 years ago with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And this is the only ballpark still being used in which Jackie Robinson played, Wrigley Field. So here we go. Billy Hamilton will lead it off against Travis Wood, and a cut and a miss to get us started. Strike one. Get the rest of the Reds lineup here in a second. Reds leading the Cubs by a half game in the division. Cincinnati 5-3. The Cubs are 4-3. Former Red with a 1-1. It's in tight.
Take a look at our Gander Mountain game time weather now. 45 chilly degrees, a northeast wind at 15 miles an hour with some cloud cover. Brought to you by Gander Mountain. Low price every day, guaranteed.
2-2. Wood likes to work fast. Hamilton likes to run fast. And a 2-2 bunt attempt, and that's a strikeout. Interesting start to the ball game. Let's get the rest of the Reds lineup. Joey Votto coming up. He's had a nice series and a great start to this season. Todd Frazier hitting third and playing third. Brandon Phillips back in the lineup. He left early last night. We'll tell you why later. Marlon Byrd, the former Cub. Jay Bruce. Brian Pena still spelling Devin Mesoraco. Cozart, the shortstop, and Jason Marquis. And Cub fans remember he can swing the bat. As Votto does that and whiffs strike one.
I actually like that play by Billy Hamilton, the 2-strike bunt attempt with his speed. I have no problem with it. It looks bad when you foul it off and you're out. But because
nobody's expecting.
Well,
right?
yeah, they play so tight against him any other time. So that's the one time when the infielders back off a little bit. Gives him a little breathing room. If he gets a halfway decent bunt down with his speed, he's got a base hit. Travis Wood looking to bounce back from a rough year.
His first Wrigley Field start this season. Sub-3 ERA against his original club in 10 previous starts. Over 4 against everybody else.
6 shutout innings each of the last 2 times he faced Cincinnati last year. So he comes in with a little good mojo going against these guys.
Andy Fletcher will handle balls and strikes and other things at the plate. Jordan Baker's at first. Jerry Meals, the crew chief, at second. And Paul Emmel is at third. Off day tomorrow. Padres come in Friday for a matinee weekend. All the games will be at 1:20. Called strike 3. And Votto's out.
front door cutter. So far, Travis Wood hasn't needed his defense, but just in case he does, we'll let you know where they are. Coughlin, Fowler, Soler, left, center, right. There was a late change. Originally, Alcantara was second, Herrera third. That's been changed. Castro, the shortstop, Rizzo, the first baseman, as is the norm. Miguel Montero is behind the plate. And Travis Wood on the bump.
Now, Frazier 1 for 9 in the series, and he fouls out of play. Kind of just gotten a little cooler each night in this series. As you mentioned, with the northeast wind blowing straight in center field.
Yep. Midnight to bundle up. Put the ski cap on. Don't forget your binky, though. Just peeling it off. Strike out the side. Not yet. 92. A little extra giddy up on that fastball. Cap is off. She's going to settle in and watch some hardball.
Travis gets the sign from Miguel Montero, who sets up toward the outside, hit his spot, and fought off by Frazier on a backdoor cutter. Brandon Phillips on deck. Had that collision with Starlin Castro last night. Eventually left the game due to lightheadedness, but is back in there tonight. Fly ball to center. Fowler back now in. And helping out, as we mentioned. A 1-2-3 opening frame for Wood. Cubs are coming up when we come back.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
Mountain Dew Kickstart. With 2 new flavors that taste good.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style Chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
Chris, anyone can sell satellite receivers these days.
You're definitely right, Howard. Here today, gone tomorrow. You don't even know what galaxy they're from.
At Galaxy One, we're here long after the sell.
Since 1994, Galaxy One has grown to be recognized as one of the premier satellite providers in the Midwest.
Galaxy One is your authorized dish retailer and home of the Hopper.
For home, business, and multi-unit owners, you can search all over the galaxy and find only one.
Galaxy One.
Dish authorized retailer.
Cubs 3 runs in their first 3 games, 24 over their last 4. And here's their Southwest Airlines starting lineup. Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. Fowler, Rizzo, Soler at the top. Montero, excellent numbers against Jason Marquis. Chris Coughlin in left, although he may end up in the infield before it's all said and done. Castro at short. Alcantara playing third, as JD mentioned. The pitcher bats 8th in this lineup. Jonathan Herrera playing second, batting 9th. And a familiar face, Jason Marquis. The ex-Cub, he was a part of 2 division championship teams here on the north side, 2007 and 8, 63 appearances, 61 of those starts for Lou Piniella.
Sinking fastball there, a little bit low, but that's his signature pitch. Sinker slider guy, last pitch in the big leagues with the Padres in 2013.
Fowler slices one into the left field corner. It'll drop down as Bird will chase after it. And Fowler cruises into second with a leadoff 2-bagger.
Well, a good start for Travis Wood in the top half of the inning, and now a chance to draw first blood in the bottom of the first. This fastball's got running action, but not a whole lot of sink, and Fowler stays on it. Pokes it into the left field corner for a 2-base hit.
Yeah, the story about Jason Marquis has been told a few times, but it's been a while. He was basically a four-seam guy with the Braves. And eventually ended up with the St. Louis Cardinals under Dave Duncan. And, you know, Mr. Duncan likes that sinker.
Yeah, sinkers down below the knees. Pitch to contact has always been the mantra over there, not only in St. Louis, a lot of places, but Dave Duncan, big believer in that philosophy.
1-0 to Rizzo. He's in there. It's 1-1. Rizzo has been on base 5 times in this series, 3 hits and 2 walks. Ball driven in the air to deep right, and it will get on out of here into the wind. A 2-run homer, and the Cubs lead early 2-0. I just didn't know if the wind was going to allow that ball to get out.
And you knew he jumped on it pretty well, hit it with a lot of authority. Yeah, the question was, would the wind knock it down or not? Marquis just does not have enough giddy up on that fastball to live up there around the belt, especially with a guy like Rizzo in the batter's box. That's a pretty swing and an even better result.
And that is his first of the season. So double homer, and now Soler. Strike called. One and two now on Soler. Jorge dealing with the elements tonight as David Ross and Anthony Rizzo embrace. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
And we'll take a look now at the Reds defensively this evening. Marlon Byrd in left, the speedster Hamilton in center, Jay Bruce, cannon of an arm in right. Frazier, Cozart, Phillips, Votto, a very good defensive infield. Brian Pena behind the plate for Marquis. 121 and 114 in his major league career with a 4.56 earned run average.
Strike on Montero. Bounced foul behind the plate. Marquis from New York. Don't park there, JD.
No, well, you could get towed or you could get hit by a home run ball.
Montero chases one in the dirt, 2 outs.
Pretty good action on that change up, perhaps split finger pitch from Marquis. It's a challenge. Most of his good stuff is going down, so try to force him up in the strike zone a little bit, as Rizzo did. Marquis did pitch last year, just not in the big leagues. He was with the Phillies AAA club in Lehigh Valley for 8 starts.
Coughlin pushes a bunt down the third base line. Marquis jumps on it, a high throw, and Coughlin's in with a base hit. And I wonder if Todd Frazier was yelling at Marquis, just let it go.
Yeah, that probably would have been the better option. Marquis may be a victim of his own athleticism there. He got to a bunt that many pitchers would not get to. Most guys would not have any option but to let this thing roll. But Marquis pretty quick off the mound, and then the off-balance throw late. Coughlin gets himself a two-out knock.
So it brings up Castro, who has played every inning so far. That's short for the Cubs. Catches the outside corner for a strike. I mentioned Jackie Robinson. This is the only existing park in which he played. Played at Braves Field in Boston. 93 games here at Wrigley Field. Hit .295 in his career at Wrigley. Crosley Field in Cincinnati. County Stadium in Milwaukee. The Polo Grounds. Ebbets Field, Shibe Park, Forbes Field, Sportsman Park, and Roosevelt Stadium, which hosted a few Brooklyn Dodgers games in their final year or two in Brooklyn. Over 47,000 fans here when Jackie made his debut here at Wrigley. Runner goes, and he's going to be out. Coughlin thrown out by Brian Pena to end the inning. But Anthony Rizzo with a two-run homer, and the Cubs have the early lead.
Experience the good life at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Experience the good life today. Goods Furniture, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Lily Weber. My dad sells cars at Weber Auto Group. He has lots of great cars and trucks and helps people find the right one for them. He has in-house financing at cash prices with the lowest rates in the Quad Cities. My grandpa and great-grandpa sold cars too. They taught my dad to treat people right, so I can do the same thing when I grow up. I can't wait.
Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we've got your baby.
Circa 21. Enjoy grand dining, plus great professional entertainment, all in the unique atmosphere of Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. For couples or family and friends, spend an evening you'll remember.
If you're ready for some family pool fun this summer but have questions, let the experts here at QCA Pools and Spas help you get started. If you're thinking about an in-ground pool, we'll design a pool that's perfect for your backyard. Or if you're thinking above ground, we'll help you choose from the size and shape that's best for your backyard. Our in-house installation experts have over 25 years of experience, ensuring you that the job will get done right. Get on the installation list now and be ready for summer fun at QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf.
Whoa! Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress.
At 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Say hello to the WQAD News 8 app.
Duncan.
Anthony Rizzo with his first homer of the young season, and the Cubs giving Travis Wood a two-run lead as he pitches in the second inning. As you walk down the aisle here at Wrigley Field. Brandon Phillips to start it. First pitch swinging and a ground ball to Castro. Hey, Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and info while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer. Marlon Byrd Takes a strike. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 terrific catches in left in this series. In the dirt. Well, it's cold, but it's a beautiful night.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not too bad. You got an extra layer on.
The fact that it's been dry this week, that helps a lot. We can handle the cold.
Well, it's definitely a pitcher's night. Constantly busy and active, and easier for them to stay warm than the position players. The wind's blowing in. It's cold. Hitters don't like that.
1-2 on the way. Didn't miss by much. Love to get your Cubs selfies. Hashtag WGN Cubs. Yes, it's not a selfie. We know that. You get the idea. Just take a picture.
Oh, that horn.
Of yourself or somebody.
See ya.
Strike 3 calls.
Wood dealing here tonight. 3 strikeouts already. And Marlon Byrd swings about as much as anybody. He's up there hacking. He struck out 185 times last year. But this time he gets caught looking as that cutter finds the strike zone.
Now Jay Bruce already holds the Cincinnati club record for games played in right field, 931, including tonight.
Slow curveball there. That's the pitch he used to get Frazier out in front to hit that lazy fly ball to center in the first. Makes that pitch in a little bit more this spring and then in his start in Colorado. That's really going to serve him well. A few more changeups too. Have to adapt to survive in this league. Unless you just, if you're one of those off the charts, great stuff type guys, not a lot of adaptation needed. Clayton Kershaw probably hasn't changed his repertoire a whole lot since coming into the league.
Bruce just able to get a piece of it.
We talked about the adjustment Marquis made from a 4-seam power guy to a sinker baller.
Yep.
People of a certain age would remember Frank Tanana.
Yeah, he was a really hard thrower.
Yeah, and then he became a finesse guy.
I know you've told the story before, but you could not sink the ball, right?
No, I have the straightest fastball of any left-hander in the history of the sport. Because the cliche is lefties, the ball just has natural movement. Mine did not in my head. Unnatural non-movement. There's an unnatural straightness.
Wouldn't it be natural straightness?
But for lefties, it's natural to have the ball move.
That's true.
I could have been one of those left-handed catchers you were asking for last night.
Off the end of the bat. High in the air, and Herrera called off at the last second by Soler, who makes the catch. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Take a stroll through the concourse this time. Cubs 2, Reds nothing.
When severe weather threatens our homes and families.
Oh my, look at that.
This is what they're looking at right there.
Right now, I believe we are right under that cell. A confirmed tornado in DeWitt.
WQAD's Storm Track 8 team will be here with you.
We had a confirmed tornado that was located near Fulton.
Like a wall of came through, and that was when the wind really got intense.
Tracking the danger until it's gone. Each time, every time. Hard work, determination. That's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call Allmax.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's the great part about Allmax is that
They can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
All Makes Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
I train like I own it.
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 Citizens Tactical Unit Training shall stand by your side during the most trying time of your life, when you're forced to defend it.
Why did you allow this man to hit your child and then join in?
Dr. Phil on WQAD MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Cubs lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Cub fans, let's go. After a day off, the Cubs return to action this Friday for a 3-game weekend set with the San Diego Padres. Tickets are still available for every one of those games. Get your tickets at Cubs.com. Previously punchless Padres got some firepower, and they got some good arms too.
Some good alliteration.
All day.
And strike on Castro. 1-1 the count.
Jason Hamill, James Shields on Friday. Kyle Hendricks, Tyson Ross Saturday. John Lester, Andrew Kashner Sunday.
Starters like to generally hang out together. Arrieta, Hendricks, and Hamill.
That's the cool part of the classroom right there. Those guys are hanging out.
3-1. Alcantara on deck, then the pitcher Wood. This is Marquis Tommy John surgery 2 years ago. Handful of appearances at AAA in the Phillies chain last year, but did not get back to the big leagues until breaking camp with the Reds as he walked.
Quality baby right there. Got it going on. Rocking the bow.
Alcantara has 1 hit on the season and 19 at bats, but it was a game-ending RBI single in the 10th inning on Monday night. Short lead by Castro, and the pitch is bunted foul up along third.
Cubs have, well, Coghlan did push that bunt down for a base hit. They've showed bunt a bunch in this series. I don't know if they feel like Frazier is vulnerable or if just individual hitters and their approach. You can understand Alcantara struggling with his swing the way he is, thinking about putting a bunt down. I don't know if I go into straight sacrifice mode here. Pena throws well, so the straight steal with Castro on first, not much of an option, but a little hit and run play, not a bad idea. You've got Marquis out there, who's been a real good ground ball pitcher throughout his career.
Castro runs, and that ball is shot the other way into left. Starlin's going to have to hold at second. And another good start to an inning. 2 on with nobody out for Wood.
Contra initially showing bunt, then they do put a hit and run play on. A lot of times too, with a hitter that's struggling, it's a good idea to put a play on just to kind of force him to swing the bat, so he's not out there guessing. You just go ahead, see the ball, and attack it. And again, when Marquis up, bad things happen for him. Hitters are all for it.
Cornerman pinched in against Travis Wood, and he looks at a strike. As you see, Marquis sits 87 to 89 with that sinking fastball. 0-2.
Everything looks good. Maybe didn't get the bat set early enough.
Bounced foul near the home dugout.
In this ball game, we have two really good hitting pitchers. Travis Wood and Jason Marquis. Marquis won a Silver Slugger, I believe.
You are correct.
You got that last year. Bumgarner, did he win that award in the National League?
I think you're right. Yep. Didn't he hit a couple grand slams?
Silver Slugger award goes to the best hitter at each position.
Yes, he did. Still 2 strikes on Wood, and he's out. First base occupied, less than 2 outs. No need to make a throw by the catcher. Cub fans, make sure you check out Len and JD's baseball blog at WGNTV.com. It is sponsored by Vukovic, your nationwide insurance agent. Serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Number 9 hitter, Jonathan Herrera, making his 4th consecutive start. He's at second tonight. He's been playing third. Ball 1 strike. Leadoff walk to Castro. Alcantara with a single.
Changeup. Marquis debuted with the Braves in 2000. He's been around a long time. He has not pitched in this ballpark since 2009.
It's foul. We've seen
I feel
a lot
like you're
of
watching a
attempts.
fast-pitch softball game here with all the bunting.
Marquis was a guy who just was a part of a lot of really good teams all the way through. I mean, this goes back to his Little League days. Team finished 3rd when he was 12 in the Little League World Series, threw a no-hitter during that tournament. He's played in a Little League World Series and a Major League one. The 2 years he spent here in Chicago, he was a part of a couple of postseason clubs as well.
An all-star in 09 while a member of the Colorado Rockies. They haven't put too many pitchers on the all-star team.
Nope.
The Rocky franchise.
Runners go, and that ball is feathered over Phillips. It'll get down. It'll score Castro. Alcantara to third. It's 3-0 on the Herrera RBI single. First run knocked in of the year for Jonathan.
Leadoff walk, hit and run single by Alcantara, and now Herrera picks this ball out of the dirt. Like a tennis player returning a smash at his feet, just blocking it into shallow right field. You've got that shot in your repertoire, but you know that little one where they smoke it at your feet and you just kind of...
That makes that noise.
Yeah.
Half volley. Now Fowler. Ball one. He doubled. Start the bottom of the first.
Yeah, well, you know, we anticipated a low-run game here tonight because of the conditions, but the Cubs appear to have other plans.
Starting pitching has not been an issue for the Reds. It's actually been really good. Come in. The starters ERA of 2.84, third in the National League, but last in bullpen ERA 5.26. 3-0.
Yeah, they've managed to play winning baseball despite that, but obviously if that were to hold up over the long haul, it would be a rough year for the Reds. And has blown 4 saves, including one for Marquis, his first time out. He left with a lead. They lost it. They ultimately won the game. He got a no decision.
Swing and a miss.
Dive bombing sinker there, boy. That thing had nasty action. Fowler looking to do some damage on 3-1. Takes a healthy cut, but that thing just drops right off the table.
Herrera runs and Fowler fouls.
Marquis has never been a big strikeout guy. So Herrera moving with the pitch. Fowler in the batter's box. Ball is likely to be put in play or ball 4. So it's going to be a tough double play for them to turn. So you feel pretty good about your chances of getting at least one more run in this inning. Where an instance where Marquis might be well served to go into the way-back machine, though, and break out a 4-seam fastball. Try to throw one up above the hands, even though he doesn't have that good velocity anymore. You know, the hitters clearly are thinking down against him. They're thinking sinkers and splitters down.
Herrera runs, swing and a miss, throw to second. And Cozart cut that ball off, thinking Alcantara might try to score. As he read it, I think, properly, they were not going to get Herrera. So 2 outs in the inning.
Another off-speed pitch gets the job done. Those are kind of hedging his bets, covering the base, but always keeping a watchful eye on the base runner. Alcantara over there at third. Once that throw drifted up the line a little bit, there's no play at second base.
Will intentionally walk Rizzo to face Soler with the bases loaded. After Anthony took him deep in the first inning.
I'm not a big fan of intentional walks, especially this early in the game, but this is certainly understandable. Given the way Travis Wood has started the game and the fact that Cubs are already up 3.
Let's get our speed replay brought to you by Xfinity. Part of the reason
that happened last time he was up there.
Speed replay is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
If I'm Marquis, I would lobby to go ahead and let me pitch carefully to Rizzo in that situation. See if he would get himself out. Soler's strikeout victim last time. Fooled badly there by the off-speed pitch.
So in other words, you would have made a pitch or two, see if he would have chased, and if it goes 2-0-3, he'll then walk him.
Yeah, just see if he'd be willing to.
He's 1-1, 1-2.
Soler's just not recognizing that split finger pitch right now. Maybe a little overly anxious. It's a perfect pitch. I mean, he really sells a quick arm speed, keeps it on the plate, and then dives down below the knees. That ball's off the plate. You're not going to get that chase very often. Time he did. He's got him in swing mode, doesn't he? So they're usually very disciplined, but right now he's looking to do some damage. How low will you go?
Bases loaded, 2 outs, a run in, 3-0 early. Trying to bust it open.
Whoa.
And he just picked up a painful RBI as Marquis hit him with a 1-2 pitch. Let's hope he's all right.
Well, I like the thinking of Marquis and Pena there after all that stuff down to take a shot with a fastball up. He just overthrows it. Actually, it looked like thankfully, Jorge able to get his arm up there and keep that thing away from his head.
So the pitching coach Jeff Pico will come out for a visit. Base is still loaded. Soler gets the RBI, his 5th of the series. And already 4-0.
You know, I just had this funny thought. I don't know if he's still here. Manny Ramirez has been here the last couple of days. I assume he's still here. And he loves this place so much. I could see Manny on a cold night like tonight, especially whenever he's wearing the same number. Like bribing Soler. Let me be you for an at-bat. I'll put that ski mask on.
Right.
I'll go up there and take some hacks.
So 3 on for Montero, struck out his first time, ball 1.
Yeah, Montero 7 out of 20 in his career against Marquis with 4 long ones.
Health professionals at WQAD.com. Information to help improve your health and the new breakthrough procedures being offered right here in our area. Go to WQAD.com, scroll down and click the quick link for a list of trusted providers and info.
Played down the left field line. We believe it's Pedro Villarreal. Roster up in their bullpen. But since everybody's number 42, it's one of those nights where we may get an ID wrong or two. Not that that's different from any other night.
Tonight it will be justified, right, though.
1-1 on the ground right to Phillips. That's where ground balls usually go to die. Cubs leave them loaded, but they get a couple. They've scored twice in each of the first 2 innings tonight.
Hi, I'm Lily Weber. My dad sells cars at WPWR Group. He has lots of great cars and trucks and helps people find the right one for them. He has in-house financing at cash prices with the lowest rates in the Quad Cities. My grandpa and great-grandpa sold cars too. They taught my dad to treat people right, so I can do the same thing when I grow up. I can't wait.
Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we've got your baby.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your core to get those sexy toned abs of your dreams, then stop doing sit-ups. Say what? And start dancing with Hip Hop Abs, the fun new ab sculpting system from Insanity creator Sean T.
I don't want you to ever get down on the floor to do crunches again. I'm gonna break it down so you burn the fat and sculpt those abs fast.
Just do Sean's easy-to-follow moves to work your upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and obliques, all while you're dancing.
I went from a size 18 to a size 2. I have abs now. I've got a six-pack.
And now the complete $80 Hip Hop Abs system is 75% off. That's right, Hip Hop Abs is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Hip Hop Abs system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-660-7081. Order online at gethiphopabs.com. That's 1-800-660-7081. Call now.
Get all the latest headlines 3 times every hour so you get the news you need to know, then get on with your day.
5 a.m. to 7 a.m. on MyTV 8-3.
Pricey?
The final answer? Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream, to have Wi-Fi in the car.
Right now, get over $4,800 on a 2015 Chevy Equinox, only until April 30th. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Wouldn't you love to have one of those? Well, if you're one of the first 10,000 fans here on Friday when the Cubs take on the Padres at 1:20, we'll take home one of those, a winter aviator hat presented by Pepsi. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com. Suitable for sleeping.
And the Cubs with a couple in the first, 2 more in the second, leading 4-zip. Brian Pena, the switch hitting catcher. Looks at a strike. 1 for 7 in the series, filling in the injured Devin Mesoraco with a hip injury.
Had an MRI yesterday, I believe. I haven't heard the results. More than a mild level of concern in the Reds camp for their all-star catcher.
So I was thinking about this the last inning. I think the Reds have the most set lineup, when everybody's healthy, of any team in baseball. Right? They don't have
Frazier,
platoons.
Cozart, Phillips, Votto,
Mesoraco. And your outfield, Bird,
Yeah.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Price can mess around with the batting order, but in terms of position players, he's got starters and bench players.
Yeah, and after a tough year last year, there's a lot of talk about the Reds and whether they would back up the truck and start to move guys. They've got a lot of money committed for a lot of years, some of these veteran players, and I think Paul Giacoby's thinking this winter was more, let's just get our guys back healthy and see if that doesn't turn things around.
For a late swing by Pena's, Wood picks up his 4th strikeout already.
Yeah, he's got that look about him tonight. He's very aggressive. He's throwing a high percentage of strikes on the attack against his old mates. Really a quality pitch there, but a lot of times that high backdoor cutter or slider, he'll get a lot of swing throughs with that pitch.
Zach Cozart in the air. Soler racing after it, and he's got it. I didn't think he was going to get to it. That was a long run for Jorge, but made it look relatively easy. 2 outs.
I didn't see where he started. He might have been shifted a little bit the other way for Cozart. A good running catch by a very good outfielder.
A strike on Marquis. So when Marquis pitches to Wood, it's righty against righty. And now it's lefty versus lefty the other way around. Cub fans may remember September 22nd, 2008. 5 RBIs for Marquis against the Mets. Castro, the nice play. Travis Wood faces 9 through the first 3 and retires all of them. Chicago Cubs.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low. You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress.
At 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Reason number 12 why you should own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Simply fill it with a garden hose and plug it in. ThermoSpa's unique thermofiltration system is completely built in and filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, so your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Call to receive a free DVD and 48-page brochure and find out how you can own a ThermoSpa's for only a few dollars a day. And right now, we're offering 0% financing. There will never be a better time to own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. This offer includes free delivery, free chemicals, and a $400 cash coupon. That's $1,000 in savings. So call now and ask about 0% financing.
ThermoSpas, 800-767-1646.
This Bud's for you.
Stay tuned a little later for the 7th inning stretch. It's brought to you by Budweiser. Still brewed the hard way, this Bud's for you. And leading the stretch tonight, Jackie Robinson Foundation scholars Morgan Spears, Morgan Redmond, and Imani Wilson, along with Jackie Robinson Foundation alumnus Elizabeth Gill. Jackie Robinson Foundation was established in 1973. It's back to work on offense. Coughlin, Castro, Alcantara against Marquis. So Chris is 4 for 5. Check that, 4 for 9 in the series. He's played left, third, and second. Bounces one to Phillips, who will underhand toss to Votto for the out. Yeah, you were talking about the Reds and their payroll commitments. According to Baseball Reference, next year they have $78 million in guaranteed money. Joey Votto making 14 this year, 20 next year, 22, 25, 25, 25, 25. He'll make $25 million a year from 2018 to 2023. They gave Homer Bailey a long contract. 6 years, $105 million. Brandon Phillips signed through 2017. Jay Bruce has this year and next left on his deal. The big question for them, JD, is Johnny Cueto. He's due to be a free agent after this season.
Yes, and apparently they've had some discussions, but Cueto said once the season started, he didn't want to talk contract anymore. He was going to play out the year and explore free agency. So it will be interesting if the Reds are not in contention as the trade deadline nears to see what kind of a package they might get for Johnny Cueto.
Can't even imagine.
Huge difference maker.
Yeah. That's a fair ball for Castro. Bruce will pick it up, and Starlin's got a double.
Marquis hoping to have a quick inning after 2 long innings. He's going to have to work a little harder still. Got Coughlin quickly, but Castro delivers the off-field double. Yeah, he was leaning. He was kind of pulling off that ball, but he kept the hands back. Not the prettiest of swings, but it was effective.
Alcantara with a single and a run in the second. 2 for 20 to start the year. A 1-0 pitch at the knees for a strike. We were talking off the air before the game about this roster right now. If we see Chris Bryant in the near future, Chris DeNorfie is on a rehab assignment. The Cubs are going to have some roster moves. Tommy La Stella hopes to just be on the DL for the minimum. Things have changed a little bit this year in terms of playing time and roster spots. A guy like Alcantara could possibly be a bubble guy at some point here, JD, when you've got a crowded mix.
Yeah,
if he doesn't start hitting.
Well, especially if the at-bats dry up, you'd probably rather have Alcantara down playing every day in AAA, getting his rhythm, as opposed to being a guy off the bench here.
As he strikes out.
Herrera could be that guy off the bench for you. And ultimately, more upside for Alcantara, but he may benefit ultimately with some time down in Iowa. And that's a tough thing to put out of your head if you're a young player, too. You start to play the numbers game. You say, well, if DeNorfie comes back, they call Bryant up, somebody's going to have to go.
If you're Matt Caesar, you're in the same boat.
And if you're Alcantara and you're struggling, Caesar is having good at-bats, and he hasn't had the opportunities that Alcantara's had. So, if you're Alcantara, in one moment you're telling yourself, just play hard, don't worry about that. And the other times you're saying, man, I got to start getting some hits or they're going to send me out. And that mindset really works against you because you really start to press.
One to 0 on Wood. 1-1. 9 career home runs for Travis. Two. Key looking for his first scoreless inning. Faced a lot of batters in the early going. In the third inning, and Cubs have sent 17 men to the plate.
A dominating time of possession.
And Wood chased a bad one to end the inning. 6 strikeouts for Marquis, but he's down 4-0.
Honest, hardworking. Neighbors who take a stand and protect the great way of life we all share. These are shining examples of what's right in the Quad Cities. At WQAD News 8, we do stories on these hardworking and determined people taking control, improving their schools, their neighborhoods. We're proud to bring you their stories. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Is your business growing and now you need a new and bigger building? Has your organization outgrown their facility and now it's time to expand? Do your hobbies require the need for more space? If you're paying rent, but now you want the advantages of owning, the prospect of financing, construction, and on-time completion may seem out of your reach. General Steel Corporation has the answer. A pre-engineered steel building from the General will not only look great and satisfy almost any need, but you'll save time and money. Our team will help you create your building and deliver it to your location. We offer design services to help you present your concept to board members, bankers, or for fundraising. And the General can even help with financing. General Steel is a name you know, with quality backed by a 50-year structural warranty. Call today and find out how easy it is to have the building you want. You may even save up to $20,000 with rebates. If you need space, you need the General.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low. You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Quad City shoppers have saved over $5 million with Get It Today deals. You can save half off or more. There's a new deal every day. Get It Today half-price deals. Find the latest deals at WQAD.com.
On Duncan.
One of the great love songs of all time. That's Percy Sledge. Who sadly passed away yesterday at age 73. That is a great song.
Slow dancing in the high school gym.
Yeah. Second time through for Travis Wood, and a strike on Billy Hamilton. 4 strikeouts, 1 ground out, 4 balls in the air. Is that a toupee?
That's a
toupee mustache.
That's a binky mustache, or a mustache binky.
That's one thing Billy Hamilton needs to do less of. He hits too many fly balls. And, I've been reading about Billy Hamilton's offensive game, and there are times when it looks like he might try to muscle up, but with his speed, I think they'd like him to hit the ball on a line and on the ground a little more often.
Yeah, we'll run into one every now and then. Sometimes that's the worst thing for a speed guy like Hamilton. He'll run into one, knock it out of the ballpark, and it feels good to do that. You want to do it again. Start getting a little greedy with that swing, change your game, and bad things happen. Now, Willie Mays Hayes was the same kind of player.
Yes, he was. No. Outside to Votto. Votto, on the other hand, he's a guy the Reds want to hit the ball in the air and out of the ballpark.
Yeah, well, he's a line drive machine, and he does have power. He got 37 one year. I think it was 2 seasons ago. I don't know if he went the entire year. Without popping up in the infield. Just incredible.
Clearly has great vision up there. He really seems to track the ball all the way to home plate.
Yield a whole lot against left-handed pitching. 295 lifetime against southpaws. If you're looking for luxurious season ticket options, check out the Assurance Club at Wrigley Field. Your guests will enjoy an all-inclusive top-shelf bar and gourmet food in this high-end space while enjoying the game with celebrities and former Cub players. For information, including other premier options, visit Cubs.com/suites.
Now, the Major League line drive average around 20%. He's been over 30% each of the last 3 years. Major League average of percentage of fly balls that end up on the infield is 13%. In his career, 3%. That's according to Baseball Reference. And he walks, which he also does a lot. And is their first base runner of the night.
Would throw a lot of pitches. Ultimately laid off that front door cutter. Takes another walk.
Todd Frazier out of the deep center. Fowler getting some help from the wind. Votto back to tag, and he's going to stay at first. 2 outs.
Another first pitch strike for Wood. So even after the walk to Votto in the stretch for the first time tonight, didn't affect him. Stayed on the attack.
Yeah, what we've seen here early on is definitely Travis Wood at his best. Wind blowing in, he's a fly ball pitcher, he's taking advantage of that. Phillips with the Reds' first hit. His 6th hit of the series.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball hard in this series. A lot of line drives off the bat of Phillips. 4-hit night here in game 1 of the series.
The Reds 4 innings last night for their first hit. They scored 3 runs off Jake Arrieta in that fateful 4th last night and ended up hanging on 3-2.
Yeah, that was a weird game. Reds had 7 hits in the ball game last night. 5 came in that inning. Really tearing the cover off the ball off Arrieta. Another very good start.
Woods 0-1. Bounce to the shortstop Castro. A little flip in time to get Phillips, but hang on. Not going to go to break just yet, as Brian Price asking the home plate umpire for a second. That's Andy Fletcher, as the Reds are going to take a look at the video and see if they want to challenge, and they will not.
Okay, cue the music.
So the Reds strand a couple, and it's still 4-0 Cubs.
Come on, baby, don't you want...
On the hardwood, on the mat, on the ice. Hard work doesn't stop after the game. Go behind the scenes and get more of the local sports you want on the Score Sunday Show. Sunday nights at 10:35 on WQAD News 8.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite: Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
This is a medical alert. If you or a loved one took Zofran while pregnant for morning sickness or nausea and your baby was born with a birth defect, call Zofran Advocates immediately. You and your child may be entitled to compensation. Zofran taken during pregnancy may increase the risk of heart defects, cleft lip, cleft palate, and other birth defects. Call Zofran Advocates now for a free confidential consultation. Our network of attorneys is ready to fight for you. If you or a loved one took Zofran while pregnant for morning sickness or nausea and your child was born with a heart defect, cleft lip, or cleft palate, call Zofran Advocates right now. You and your child may be entitled to financial compensation. Call Zofran Advocates now for a free confidential consultation. Zofran taken during pregnancy may increase the risk of heart defects, cleft lip, cleft palate, and other birth defects. Our network of attorneys is ready to fight for you. Call Zofran Advocates now.
Call 800-948-5178. 800-948-5178.
312-6-million. When you call me, I'm here to help.
Cub fans, show your Cubby pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card, only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Underway here in the home half of the 4th inning. Herrera lines to Hamilton. One away. Angels beat the Rangers in Texas earlier today to take 2 of 3 in that series, 10-2. Angels the final. Hector Santiago went 7. Gave up 1 run to get the win for LA. White Sox were beaten in Cleveland. That one floated into center, and Hamilton's got to pull up and play it on the top as Fowler has his second hit. Cleveland 4, White Sox 2, the final today.
The end of the bat. That actually serves Fowler well. It dies in front of Billy Hamilton.
Trevor Bauer now 2-0. National League, Miami beat the Braves for the second straight, 6-2 in Atlanta. Marlins won the final 2 games of that series. E. Gordon 2 hits, hitting .378 early on. Bounced to Votto, got by him. Phillips can't knock it down. Fowler now to third. And he rounds the bag, and he'll hold there.
Here's on for the 3rd consecutive time. Really worked hard to get out around this ball to try to exploit that hole on the right side. Votto should have gloved it. Should go as an error on Votto, but it is a chance for the Cubs here to add on.
E3. Votto Vince to Rizzo. So now Soler with 2 on. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. They're forcing a run in the second.
Good recognition there. Marquis had him swinging at that splitter down out of the zone. His first 2 at bats. So there, for a young guy, a pretty quick study, makes good adjustments.
That's what you call a poker face right there. Can't tell what he's thinking.
Down around the knees, whether it's the sinker or the splitter, has been good. It's just when he's elevated, he's paid the price.
Off the plate inside. What if a player decided that ski mask type deal that Jorge is wearing, that they like to wear it no matter what the weather is?
Well, yeah, because there's that infomercial for that towel that keeps you cool in the summertime. It's really hot. You get one of those, put it on your head.
I'm guessing MLB would not be a big fan of that.
Could all become this whole character, the masked marauder. Who is that man in the mask? Who is that masked man, I guess, would be the Lone Ranger.
Once he played for Texas, it would work. 3-2. See Marquis already over 80 pitches. Rizzo takes off. Ball 4 to load him up.
Borderline pitch. Soler just got tired of trying to hit that sinker slash splitter. He was flailing at both of them. Anything down he was having a hard time getting to, so he just decided to disregard this one, a borderline pitch, and it goes his way. He could have gone either way. And get some action started up again in the Reds bullpen. .42 is up down there now.
In the air to center. Fowler ready to tag. Hamilton trying to get behind the ball. Here comes his throw. It's cut off in the middle of the diamond. Sacrifice fly. Montero. 5-0.
Montero slammed his bat in disgust. He wanted more. He had a pitch he thought he really should have crushed, but that's another run home. I can understand his frustration. That ball was up. Good enough, though.
He add up the hits and walks and hit batters and errors. The Cubs have 12 base runners. So inning against Marquee. It's a lot of traffic. Burt Badenhop getting loose in the Reds bullpen. Coghlan 1 for 2. Outside, ball 1.
Hitters wouldn't have to make a big adjustment from Marquee to Badenhop. His game is very similar.
Late in Pittsburgh, they go to the bottom of the 8th. The Tigers lead 1-0. Alfredo Simon, the former Reds, 7 shutout innings on 2 hits. He's still in there. Francisco Liriano was good, 6 innings, 1 run. Left trailing. Rajay Davis with a home run. 1-2 to Coghlan.
Nice, too. I thought maybe it would be a cold night in Pittsburgh. 65 degrees in Pittsburgh. It's just good pitching.
This will end the inning. The Cubs have plated runs in 3 of the first 4 innings and lead 5-0.
I train like I own it.
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 Citizens Tactical Unit Training shall stand by your side during the most trying time of your life when you're forced to defend it.
Are you one of over 26 million Americans with a tax problem? Are you being audited, or do you have years of unfiled tax returns? Well, listen closely, because the IRS has recently announced major changes to its tax forgiveness program. That's right. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes and are looking for a permanent solution and a firm you can trust, I have great news for you. I'm Tara Gray for Coast One Financial Group, and I want to tell you about the IRS Fresh Start Initiative, the most powerful tax forgiveness program ever offered. Coast One's in-house attorneys and enrolled agents know exactly how to apply it to your specific situation to ensure you the best and most efficient result, even if you've been rejected or turned down in the past. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes and are looking for a fresh start, call Coast One Financial Group right now for your free confidential consultation. What are you waiting for?
Call 800-499-4726. That's 800-499-4726.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it. This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Necker's Jewelers believes in giving back. During the month of April, Necker's Jewelers will give a portion of all sales to the Children's Therapy Center of the Quad Cities. Necker's Jewelers believes in the gift of giving. Give a gift to someone you love.
Time for the 5th inning. It is brought to you by the Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. Reds held to 1 hit through the first 4 innings. Cubs offense doing a lot of damage against Jason Marquis, adding an unearned run in the 4th to make it 5-0, and now it's Wood to right at the edge of the dirt. He makes the grab for the out. Sam LeCure, Logan Ondrusek also taken early in that draft. The Cincinnati Reds.
LeCure, who has been a member of that bullpen the last 2, 3, 4 years, is in AAA now with the Reds, and Logan Ondrusek is in Japan, I believe, pitching. He's a switch hitter. He's better from the other side. In terms of both batting average and power. He's only hit 1 home run as a right-handed batter. 250 at-bats in his career from the right side.
Ondrusek pitching for the Yakult Swallows in Japan. Nate Sherholtz heading over to Japan to spring training with the Texas Rangers. On the inside corner, he got him. Pena has fanned both times. 5 Ks on the night for Wood.
Yeah, he's crisp. He's really throwing the ball well here tonight. He's in the proverbial rocking chair.
Ozark's main job is to catch the ball at short. Does, however, has 6 hits over his last 4 games. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2.
Ago, he had a pretty good offensive year. 12 home runs, 30 doubles. That was in 2013. 2012, 15 home runs, 33 doubles. So there's some pop in that bat. Didn't really show up last year.
He lines to left to keep the inning alive. It will not be Marquis. Skip Schumacher. Pitch hit.
Went down, got a good pitch. Down below the knees, leaned on it. I would have been tempted to let Marquis take the at bat, even if you were going to make the change. Just to save a pinch hitter. In the inning, Marquis handles the bat pretty well. If you get back into this ball game, you might want Skip Schumacher later on.
Marquis went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walked 3, struck out 6, and allowed the home run to Rizzo. Second batter face. Foul tip. 1-2. swing and a miss. He got him for his 6th strikeout. And the Cubs lead this one 5-0 midway.
Come in now and get your eye health exam, glasses, and sunglasses for just $129. Or how about an exam, contacts, and glasses for $149? Bard Optical, vision for life.
Luther Crest in Davenport offers a friendly senior apartment community with the freedom you want and the conveniences you deserve. Rent is based on income with heat and utilities included. We offer seniors affordability and comfort with spacious apartments, elevators, noon meals, and more. Many sites offer service coordinators to personally assist you. Your small pet is welcome too. Call 563-359-1075 or check us out on the web at homesmanagement.com.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite. Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
Old age, hail damage,
Or maybe even golf ball damage.
there are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
Let's check out our Mazda replay cam. As JD mentioned, very early on, Travis Wood was locked in 5 scoreless innings for the ball game and healthy 5-0 lead. Mazda conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way.
So that is 5 scoreless tonight. As I mentioned, his last 2 starts against the Reds last year were each 6 innings of shutout baseball. He had a 156 ERA against the Reds last year. 3 starts. Saves his best for his former mates. Here's Badenhop, and as I mentioned, he's very similar to Jason Marquis. He's not an overpowering guy. There's a lot of sinkers.
There's 2 batters in the 10th inning on Monday night. Got Castro on a fielder's choice ground ball, and then Alcantara on an 0-2 pitch. Badenhop made a mistake. Alcantara made him pay. Game-ending RBI single.
He had Arizmendi down, 2 strikes, and hung a changeup.
Hit hard and past a diving Cozart. Castro is on for the 3rd time. Walk, double, single.
And the same thing applies to Badenhop as Marquis. When it's down, it's good. When it's up, it tends to get hit hard. Joe Madden is telling his guys, hey, don't take your foot off the gas. Keep going. Keep pressing.
1-1 to Alcantara. You see Yasiel Puig's comments to the LA Times.
Well, I read something about he's going to not flip his bat quite as often.
Yes, the quote from the Times, I want to show American baseball that I'm not disrespecting the game.
He's going to reserve the right to flip his bat, though, in moments of high emotion.
Yes. Fair ball, and just out of first on a bang-bang play. Joe wants to take a look at the video. Asking the home plate up there. Andy Fletcher, just give us a moment.
Let's have a moment here. We're going to talk. We're going to talk amongst ourselves. Don't bother, Joe.
Nope, that will not be a review.
Having some fun with the patrons behind the dugout.
So Castro now is second, 1 away, and it's Wood with Herrera on deck.
So Puig, he's not going to flip his bat unless it's a big
home run or if he's frustrated.
They're always frustrated in this game. Well, I imagine that probably came from Don Mattingly or maybe some of the other veterans there. He's asking him to tone it down a little bit.
Look fouls out to Votto.
Two schools of thought, right? The old school says, yeah, you don't need to flip your bat. Act like you've been there before if you hit a home run or do something big on the field. The other school of thought says it's great entertainment for the fans when a guy hits a big home run and flips his bat, or he throws somebody out and he mimics like he's shooting them. I vacillate.
Well, I think you probably would be in my camp. That is the third school of thought. Is I'm okay if guys do that as long as it doesn't affect their teammates in a negative. Get guys drilled as a result.
That's the potential problem.
So I think everybody needs to chill out a little bit, let guys have their fun, but maybe there's a time and place for that stuff. How's that?
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is that there are players in the game that come in with a certain mindset of it's good to show emotion, have fun, point at guys when you strike them out, point at the sky when you hit a home run, do the moonwalk, whatever it is you're going to do to celebrate doing wonderful things. And there are a lot of other guys in the game that said, no, that's not how the game is played. And you're going to get a fastball in the ribs if you show up my teammate or show me up.
Some of it is cultural. You hear stories of Winter League ball. I have not attended any games in Puerto Rico or the Dominican or Venezuela, but it's very festive. Guys are kind of almost encouraged to be colorful and outgoing and emotional.
If the game would morph to that where it was kind of the norm, it probably would be okay. But the problem is there's going to be some issues along the way. Because the problem is what you and I may discuss rationally, or even an active player would discuss rationally after a game over a cold beverage, would be completely different as to how you might react on the field in the heat of battle.
Sure.
We saw it last year, this whole Reds-Cubs dust up with Rizzo and Chapman. When he threw one up and in, and the Cubs started screaming at him, and then he got the final out, and he kind of waved dismissively at the Cubs dugout. And then
Garrett Cole and Carlos Gomez, Pirates and the Brewers. As Herrera flies out, Castro stranded at second. Talk about confidence.
When severe weather threatens our homes and families.
Oh my, look at that.
This is what they're looking at right there.
Right now, I believe we are right under that cell. A confirmed tornado in DeWitt.
WQAD's Storm Track 8 team will be here with you.
We had a confirmed tornado that was located near Fulton.
Like a wall of rain came through, and that was when the wind really got intense.
Tracking the danger until it's gone. Each time, every time. Hard work, determination. That's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Whoa! Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it. This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable!
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Lily Weber. My dad sells cars at Weber Auto Group. He has lots of great cars and trucks and helps people find the right one for them. He has in-house financing at cash prices with the lowest rates in the Quad Cities. My grandpa and great-grandpa sold cars too. They taught my dad to treat people right, so I can do the same thing when I grow up. I can't wait.
Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we've got your baby.
Quad City shoppers have saved over $5 million with Get It Today deals. You can save half off or more. There's a new deal every day. Get It Today half-price deals. Find the latest deals at WQAD.com.
Dealer today.
Top 6, 5-0 Cubs. The Cubs offer 90-minute guided tours that include a chance to step on the field. This must-see Chicago attraction houses over 100 years of history. For more information, Cubs.com/tours.
Billy Hamilton with a high fly out in the right, and it's handled by Soler for the out.
Yeah, Hamilton looked like he was trying to get on top of that ball. You talked last time up about the need for him to hit the ball on the line and on the ground more often. It's tougher to do against a guy like Travis Wood. He's one of the more extreme fly ball pitchers in the league.
Ball 1 to Votto.
No food up there for Billy Hamilton. Travis Wood is not overpowering. His fastball is topped out at 92 tonight, but he's typically 88 to 90. Doesn't mean he doesn't have an effective fastball, especially when he can do that. Flip up that slow curve every now and then. He's got quick arm action, and there's some deception there, and that's why when he's at his best, a little cutting action, he gets a lot of weak contact on the hands of right-handed hitters.
Three and one. Wood at home, check swing, bouncer past a diving pitcher, and Castro will make the play. Travis Wood playing goalie out there.
You don't often see a pitcher leave their feet on a play like that. Chances are, if you have to dive for a comebacker, somebody else behind you is going to catch it. If you can't reach it, it's somebody else's ball.
Yep.
Kind of fun to watch, though. It speaks to his nature.
Inside part of the plate. 1-2 to Frazier. 2 outs, 6th inning. All Cubs here in the rubber game. Split with the Cardinals. Took the final 2 in Colorado to win that series, and trying to do the same in this series. They flipped the script, though. They won the first game. The Reds came back last night. Cut and miss, strike 3, inning over. Travis Wood shutting out the Reds through 6. It's 5-0 Cubs.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
Kick with 2 new flavors that taste good.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call Allmax.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's the great part about Allmax is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
Allmax Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
I did you do this? I trained
I train like I own it.
I train like I own it.
I train like I own it.
Citizens Tactical Unit Training shall stand by your side during the most trying time of your life when you're forced to defend it.
Enough with the fluff. Get all the news you need to know on Eye Opener. Get all the latest headlines 3 times every hour so you get the news you need to know, then get on with your day.
On WQAD MyTV 8.3.
Here's a look at the Cubs' forward upcoming schedule. Off day tomorrow. And then the new look San Diego Padres come in for the weekend, Friday through Sunday. Cubs' next road trip will be at Pittsburgh and then against the Reds in Cincy. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further. Fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com.
You know what the best part about the Padres coming to town is?
What's that?
You get to hang out with Mark Grant.
Yes, Bud. Be here on Friday. Congrats to his partner, Dick Enberg, winner of the 2015 Ford C. Frick Award. Here's Manny Parra, left-handed.
He's had his struggles here in the early going. Aiden Hop worked scoreless inning. A lot of hit, no walks, no strikeouts.
Fowler has reached twice and scored both times. Double in the first, single in the fourth, struck out in the second. Bouncer to short. Cozart throws it away. Fowler ran into the umpire, and he's going to be out by a mile. Fowler rounding first base ran into Jordan Baker. That slowed him down considerably and was an easy out at second.
Kind of a do-or-die play on a broken bat, ground ball here for Cozart, who's one of the better defenders in the league. The throw pulls Otto off the line. Breaks stride a little bit. I don't know how much it impacted that play. Well, yeah, based on how close it was at the end.
A lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
And I'm not, Dexter kind of non-committal there the last 15 feet or so.
Rizzo pops it up. And it's going to drop.
Oh, my.
Both Votto and Pena looked at one another. I got it. You take it.
I don't want her. You can have her. She's too high for me. Votto just kind of ran out of time. Hayden maybe ran out of desire a little bit. And it's an easier play for the first base if he's there. What's the Fowler play was ruled a base hit, I'm assuming?
I assume it was a hit. I don't think they posted it. Swing and a miss. 0-2. It's got to be a hit, right? And then 3-4 to get him to second.
Yeah, no error because he was out at second.
Oh, so we've heard E6. Okay.
E6 implies an accurate throw, he's out. I'm not sure that's the case.
Yeah, I don't think so. Trying to get you a base knock there, Dexter. He's third of the night. Soler hasn't put a ball in play, but he has knocked in a run.
Jordan Baker, the first base umpire, he's a hard guy to miss, too. He's about 6'8".
Strikeout, hit by pitch with the bases loaded, and a walk. Cubs right fielder. Drilled out toward right center, and it'll drop down. Hamilton will keep Soler to a long single.
Third consecutive reach for Soler. By a pitch, walked, and now this line drive single. Billy Hamilton will turn a lot of would-be extra base hits into singles because of his speed, also because of his arm. He's got a very strong throwing arm as well. Speed allows him to get over there and cut it off, and sets himself good strong throw back in.
To get on their scoring soapbox, but that foul pop that Rizzo hit, I think was a no play. That's the
yeah.
That ball has to be caught.
Yes.
Didn't hurt him in the end as Rizzo grounded out.
Pena motioning with his hands there to Parra. He wants him to be more up and down with his delivery.
Line drive base hit center field. Montero, his first hit tonight. Second of the season. It's going to be Matt Caesar for Chris Coughlin. Two-out rally here, back-to-back singles by Soler and Montero. Yasmani Tomas, brought up by the Diamondbacks, not in their lineup tonight. San Diego. That didn't take long, did it? A week and a half.
Somebody get hurt? Is Inciardi banged up a little bit? Need something on him?
No, A.J. Schugel was sent to the minors.
This is somewhat of an unconventional move, pinch hitting here. With a 5-run lead in the 6th inning. Is unconventional. I think he likes to give his bench guys opportunities to grab an at bat here and there, and Caesar will stay in the game.
He's a good defender.
Yeah, off day tomorrow. Keep everybody involved. There's a chance to play out on it.
Backhanded play, Frazier, and he beats Soler to the bag. Force play to end the inning. Cubs strand 2, 5-0 as we head to the 7th.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable!
Old age, hail damage,
Or maybe even golf ball damage.
there are many factors that can affect the life of your roof. At Old Town Roofing, we offer several solutions to your weathered roof. We do drone inspections to get a bird's eye view of your roof's condition. Old Town Roofing is the only IKO Shield Pro Plus roofing contractor within a 60-mile radius of the Quad Cities. Find us online at oldtownroofing.com. At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top. Check us out with the Better Business Bureau. We maintain an A+ rating.
Due to an upturn in the economy, Main Street Business Loans has pre-approved the release of millions of dollars in small business funding. Your business may already be pre-approved to receive up to $250,000. We've sent out millions of pre-approval letters. We see the economy growing, and our underwriters believe now is the time to invest in your business so you can grow faster and make more money. And we're prepared to give you $250,000 to do it. Your funds can be available in 5 days. There are no application fees, no annual fees, just quick access to up to $250,000. If your business did not receive your approval letter to get up to $250,000, call Main Street Business Loans Approval Desk now.
Call 1-800-296-1210. That's 1-800-296-1210.
Quad City shoppers have saved over $5 million with Get It Today deals. You can save half off or more. There's a new deal every day. Get It Today half price deals. Find the latest deals at WQAD.com.
Here's tonight's Honda game summary. Good start. 2 batters in. Anthony Rizzo with his first homer of the season. It was off a former Cub, Jason Marquis. The former Red, Travis Wood, has been terrific throughout the evening, and he's still working. Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Now at your Honda dealer.
6 innings. He's made 76 pitches. It's a nice, cool night. He's a very good athlete. You could take this one to the house. 4 of his 6 innings have been 3 up, 3 down.
Caesar stays in and plays left after batting for Coughlin. Seen too many of these, have we, tonight from Travis? 2 balls, no strikes on Phillips.
No, he's throwing strike one a high percentage of the time.
On the ground, backhanded play. Castro gets rid of it quickly and he got it.
Kind of when you start to know it's your night, when you're 2 balls, no strikes, you got a red-hot hitter up there. Phillips has been hitting the ball hard this entire series. So you're kind of at the mercy of the count. You got a 5-run lead, 2-0. You know you just got to kind of lay one in there, and you get a ground ball to short. Another hitter put away.
Bird, the batter. After this series, the Reds will head to St. Louis. They'll have an off day there tomorrow. The Reds have dropped 13 of their last 15 series against St. Louis, including 2 of 3 this past weekend. Castro, another opportunity, another strike across the diamond, 2 outs. Their last 33 sets in St. Louis. Cincinnati has gone 3-28-2.
Three series wins
out of their last 33 at Busch Stadium. And the old ballpark, because that goes back to 2003. In there, strike to Bruce.
Woods' next start will come on the road against Pittsburgh, and then he'll get Cincinnati again in Cincinnati over the weekend.
All right, should be next Tuesday and then Sunday. The schedule holds up. Joe Madden has kept his 5 starters all pitching, not skipping anybody here early with a lot of off days. Inside on a fastball, 2-2.
These guys shared some bus rides together in the minor leagues, Wood and Bruce.
Travis halfway to the dugout. Thought he had his former teammate.
Let's take a look at our Xfinity pitch tracks. Could have been.
Surrounds it. Inning over. Time now for the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Weiser.
Guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the Jackie Robinson Scholars.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with a crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never come back. Root for the Cubbies. They don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the whole ball game. Let's run.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to
Say hello to the WQAD News 8 app and say hello to video.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Luther Heights in Bettendorf offers a friendly senior apartment community with the freedom you want and the conveniences you deserve. Rent is based on income with heat and utilities included. We offer seniors affordability and comfort with spacious apartments, elevators, noon meals, and more. Many sites offer service coordinators to personally assist you. Your small pet is welcome too. Call 563-359-1075 or check us out on the web at homesmanagement.com.
Whoa! Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low.
You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
As they will try to add on here in the bottom of the 7th. Pedro Villarreal just added to the roster today.
Career numbers there, just 15 big league appearances. Winless so far with a .633 earned run average. Last year he pitched 12 times, all in relief for Cincinnati. Was 0-2 with a .430. 27 years of age.
Chris Negron now playing right for Bruce. Villarreal will go into Bruce's spot. And Negron in the 9 spot in their lineup. Nice strong throws by Castro in the top of this inning. It's a really good night at the plate. A walk, a double, a single, and scored in the 2nd. Him up.
Nobody will quit on this one.
Otto for the out.
Otto would have knocked somebody over to get to that one.
Big 6-run third for the Nationals to avoid the sweep today, 10-5 at Fenway as they beat the Red Sox. Gio Gonzalez beat Wade Miley. The Royals are 7-0, but they're trailing late at Minnesota 3-1 as they go to the bottom of the 7th. In that one, the Royals will come to Wrigley Field in late May. The defending American League champion Royals. Alcantara grounds out. Every Sunday afternoon game is Kids Sunday here at Wrigley Field. This Sunday, April 19th, after the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger with a wristband will be allowed on the field to run the bases. For more information, visit Cubs.com/Sundays. Travis Wood base hit, his first of the season after an 0-for-6 start.
Plays the whole game. He's out there diving for ground balls, pitching shutout baseball. And a pretty swing leads to a knock. He won't be looking to steal a base, however.
0-1 on Herrera.
The Reds, if they are so inclined, will be able to go watch the Cardinals play tomorrow. They have one more game in their series with the Brewers tomorrow afternoon. Brewers won yesterday. Cardinals lead 4-1. Top of the 6th tonight. Lance Lynn gave up 1 run in 5 innings. Willie Peralta has allowed 10 hits, 4 runs in 5 innings of work.
Two balls, no strikes. Well, the story for the Reds pitching has been different tonight. It's been the starters struggling and the bullpen pretty good. Badenhop, Parra, Villarreal not allowed a run to this point after the starter Marquis gave up 4 earned in his 4 innings.
It was a weird night for Marquis, a ground ball pitcher. He got a lot of swings and misses. Struck out 6 in 4 innings. He made a number of mistakes up in the strike zone, and the Cubs made him pay.
New ribbon board there in the left field corner. A lot of changes every day this week. Villarreal covering, and that goes 3-1 to end the inning. To the 8th, Cubs 5, Reds zip.
Just getting out the door is sometimes the hardest work of your day. Breakfast, getting everyone dressed, lunch bags, book bags. Then there's the construction tie-ups and bridge backups. At WQAD News 8, we are here to make your mornings a little less hectic. You'll know how to dress for the weather, the best route to work, all from a team that understands the hard work and determination it takes just to get out the door. Good Morning Quad Cities on WQAD News 8.
Circa 21. Enjoy grand dining, plus great professional entertainment, all in the unique atmosphere of Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. For couples or family and friends, spend an evening you'll remember.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call Allmax.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's a great part about Allmax is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
Allmax Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
I do.
Bridezilla's Drama Unleashed.
Bridezilla's on WQAD MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Time now to check out our WGN Cubs fan cam. That's Joy with Riptide. See those special bases on Jackie Robinson Day 2015.
Major League Baseball has been celebrating Jackie Robinson Day since 2004, the anniversary of his first game for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Look at all those various selfies. You know what I mean? Those photos of Jackie Robinson.
The Dodgers are going to erect a statue of Jackie Robinson's on. It's at Dodger Stadium. It's a nice touch.
They have the Jackie Robinson Rotunda at Citi Field in New York.
Yeah. As we honor pioneer Jackie Robinson here on April 15th, I hope you finished your taxes.
Yes, did.
Good. Yep. Phil Koch. Oh, ripped in the left.
That is the first leadoff man to reach tonight for the Reds.
It's only their third hit. Phillips, Cozart, Pena, all singles. Here comes Chris Bosio to the mound.
Only other base runner, Joey Votto, walk in the fourth. Jackie Robinson lettered in 4 sports at UCLA, the first person to do that. Baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Bring your next group to Wrigley Field and enjoy special perks only available inside the ballpark. The Cubs offer special ticket packages for groups of 15 or more. Call the group sales office and speak directly with your dedicated executive at 773-404-4242 or visit Cubs.com/groups. Cozart fouls. The Baseball Reference bullpen page has a career analysis of Jackie Robinson. Quote, Robinson's skill set not well understood. Excellent fielder at several positions. something that is not usually remembered. He also frequently hit cleanup, where he served as the second leadoff man. Had enough power to drive in runs, but easily could hit a single or draw a walk to start a rally. They point out one modern ball player who is somewhat similar to Robinson in terms of a guy who hit for high average, pretty good power, took walks, could run, could field. Care to take a guess?
An active player?
Recently retired.
Derek Jeter?
No. He was a left-handed hitter. Well, Robinson was a right-handed hitter. Played in the National League for most of his career.
Left-handed hitter.
Was an outfielder.
Speed, power, modern power. No.
Bobby Abreu. 3-2 the count. So think of a right-handed hitting infielder that had Bobby Abreu's skill set.
Robinson was what, a 311 lifetime hitter?
Soler will go after it, but it's going to land foul.
And, Robinson didn't play the big leagues until he's 28 years of age, so
yeah, 311.
A good chunk of his prime was before he got to the big leagues.
Now, that's not a perfect comp, but as I read, there weren't a lot of players who, but if there would be one in recent memory, they're saying Bobby Abreu would be that guy. I think he retired. Abreu, right?
Yeah, I think he did.
Played last year a little bit, but I think that was it. Cozart walks, and by far the biggest threat the Reds have had, and that'll be it for the starter. Single and a walk to begin the 8th, but Travis should get a really nice hand here as he will hand the ball to the manager. 8th inning, 5-0 Cubs.
Road. With blind spot warning, a round view monitor, and in all-wheel drive. Choose Rogue just $219 per month or get 0% APR for up to 60 months. Innovation that excites. Rogue, from the most fuel-efficient lineup in America. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Why do you want Walmart's new unlimited plan, now with 4G LTE for just $29.88 a month?
Honey, we got unlimited internet. Look at that. What should we do?
I mean, we could pin, post, tweet, snap, tag, check, and share. Oh.
Why don't you do whatever you just said on your own phone?
Because you need to do more without paying more. Get connected with Walmart Family Mobile's new unlimited plan, now with 4G LTE for just $29.88 a month. Online and in-store. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Which car company is the first and only to offer built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi in cars, trucks, and crossovers? Ranking from top to bottom.
I'm going to say Mercedes is the innovator.
BMW, just because they're price.
The final answer? Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream, to have Wi-Fi in the car.
Right now, qualified lessees can get this sign and drive lease on a 2015 Chevy Malibu LT for around $224 per month.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Probably the biggest story in terms of the Cubs' early season success has been a bullpen that has done a terrific job, especially in the games the Cubs have trailed and come back to win.
Yeah, that's so important. We focus so much on holding leads late, but obviously it's very important, too, to keep your team in tight games when you're down a couple of runs. They've been just really good overall. Just about everybody out of that pen is off to a good start here in 2015. Oaks had the ground ball pitch working, and that would come in real handy here with runners on first and second, nobody out.
McGrone with his first at bat came into play right. In the bottom of the 7th. Job well done by the starter tonight. Ground ball. Cast diving stop. The flip. They get one. Out at first. Double play. What a turn. Castro's had a terrific night defensively. And what a turn by Herrera.
That'll clean it up. There's that ground ball, and boy, what a play. The question was, would Castro be able to get rid of this ball quickly enough to give Herrera a chance to make the turn? Gets a little something on that backhanded flip, and a good turn by Herrera.
So a runner at third. That's Pena. 2 outs in the inning. Infield has to play in a little bit up the middle and way in at the corners against Hamilton. Even with 2 outs.
So I'm trying to bunt. Started the ball game with 2 strikes. He fouled it off for a strikeout. So the bunt is never out of play with Hamilton up there.
Balls and a strike. Votto waiting on deck. It's held to 3 hits all night. And a couple of walks. That's it. Bounce to third. Alcantara to Rizzo. And Koch does a nice job to get out of it, and he got some assistance from his double play tandem up the middle. Still 5-0. The starter loves it.
Experience a good life at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Experience the good life today. Goods Furniture, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois.
Reason number 12 why you should own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Simply fill it with a garden hose and plug it in. ThermoSpa's unique thermofiltration system is completely built in and filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, so your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Call to receive a free DVD and 48-page brochure and find out how you can own a ThermoSpa's for only a few dollars a day. And right now, we're offering 0% financing. There will never be a better time to own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. This offer includes free delivery, free chemicals, and a $400 cash coupon. That's $1,000 in savings. So call now and ask about 0% financing.
ThermoSpas, 800-767-1646.
Whoa! Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low. You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Why did you allow this man to hit your child and then join in?
Dr. Phil on WQAD MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Cubs invite you to take advantage of free remote parking and shuttle services on night and weekend games. The remote parking lot is located at 3900 North Rockwell. For details, visit Cubs.com.
Cubs out hitting the Reds 11-3. Most importantly, outscoring them 5-0, and they've played better defense too. Villarreal to Dexter Fowler. Ball one. Fowler somehow got out of the way.
He may take umbrage and take a big swing at a fastball here on 2-0. Oh, not close enough.
Congrats to the Chicago Bulls. Finished the regular season with 50 wins. Number 3 seed in the East. And a first round matchup with the Milwaukee Bucks. That'll be a fun series. A lot of Bulls fans will make that hour-and-a-half trip north. Off walk to Fowler. I believe the Bucks are doing what a lot of NHL teams are doing, basically barring visiting fans from buying tickets.
What's up with that?
Trying to create a
home ice advantage.
Yeah.
That seems, I don't know.
Rizzo lines to Negron. Hit it hard, maybe a little bit out toward the end of the bat. One away.
His first home run of the year, his first at bat in the bottom half of the first. Number's not great for Anthony, but the swing looks good. Hitting a lot of line drives.
Well, we mentioned this last week. What a great time. Training, you know, NCAA finals leading into the baseball season. We've got the NBA playoffs starting soon. The NHL playoffs started tonight. That'll be a 6-4-3. The NFL draft is here in Chicago at the end of this month. As we go to the night.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash.
The Mississippi Valley Quilters Guild used funds from the 3-degree guarantee to create quilts for local children and charities in need.
Supported by Erickson Chevrolet Buick.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
kickstart with 2 new flavors that taste good.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low. You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress
at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
Get ready to rock and twist your way to sizzling hot abs with a brand new Ab Rocket Twister. If you can rock in a chair, Ab Rocket Twister can launch you on your way to amazing abs.
All you do is just rock and twist. It is that simple, rocking and twisting and hitting those abs.
I can't believe the abs that Ab Rocket Twister gave me in such a short amount of time. I lost 43 pounds and 6 inches off my waist.
I've been running now for 10 years, and I've tried everything for my abs. The Ab Rocket Twister is making sure that my core is strong. It was like the most brilliant thing I ever thought of to put this twist in. I feel in my upper abs, my lower abs, I feel in the hip flexors. It only takes a few minutes out of your day.
Call now and get the all-new Ab Rocket Twister, 3 levels of resistance bands, the Rockin' Fat Blastin' DVD set, meal plan, and cardio dance party for only 5 payments of just $19.95. Plus, free shipping. Call and order right now.
Follow the Cubs all season long with MLB.com at Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live looking. Or get MLB.com at Bat for your smartphone or tablet. Seven plus from Travis Wood tonight. Phil Koch with the scoreless inning. And now Neil Ramirez for the 9th.
Ball 1 to Votto. Detroit shut out the Pirates 1-0 the final. Alfredo Simon got the win. Tigers are 8-1. That's 4 shutouts for them. Back-to-back shutouts against the Twins to start the season, and shutouts the last 2 days in Pittsburgh.
So at 9 games, 4 shutouts,
and they have outscored their opponents 54-21. That's a plus 33. As much as we love P.J. Mainville, we don't love to see him come out on to the field. What's going on here? He's done.
Done, yeah. Schlitter.
So 3 pitches in. Ramirez is going to leave due to injury.
There's something about when he came out of the bullpen right before he started his warm-up pitches. I thought there was something funky about his body language, but I thought, no, you're just reading too much into it. And I didn't see what happened his last pitch.
So we'll be back. Brian Schlitter coming on when we return.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America.
Ford has really stepped up.
Check out Fusion and find out why Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again.
I like the grill and the sexy look to it.
EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon on the highway.
Are you serious?
Fusion is amazing.
My opinion of Ford has dramatically changed.
Take the EcoBoost Challenge at your Ford dealer and get a Fusion with 0 for 60 plus 1,000 cash back plus $750 competitive owner cash or lease for only $179 a month.
When Martin Cooper invented the mobile phone,
Hello? Yeah, this is Marty. Guess what we did?
Connectivity took a mighty leap forward. Now Mazda uses advanced technology to keep you seamlessly connected to the world.
Hey.
Hi, headed home?
On my way.
And the road is the Mazda 3. What do you drive? Now lease the 2015 Mazda 3 ISV for $159 a month for 36 months.
Brian Schlitter will get as many warm-up tosses as he needs.
Take a look at these last couple of pitches from Neil Ramirez, and this is not the last pitch, but the one before. You see, he just cuts that delivery off. Leads you to believe something's barking a little bit, and he tried to hang in there and make one more, and you'll see him grimace after this one. Clearly in some discomfort. I have no idea what it is. That's not good news.
So Schlitter replacing him. It looks like Hector Rondon may at least play catch just in case. And the bullpen is already losing Justin Grimm to the DL recently.
I think because it's a cold night, it makes sense to get Rondon started a little bit earlier, and tomorrow is an off day.
The Cubs.
Neil had elbow last year, right? Did he have some elbow problems?
Yeah. The Cubs did have an extra pitcher with the call-up of Roscoe. But you do not want to lose a guy like Neil Ramirez for any length of time. He had a DL stint with a sore right triceps in late July last season.
Thank you for that clarification. There's a difference between the tricep and the elbow for sure.
Remember, he was sent to the minors and then found out his I think that'll be charged to Ramirez.
Yeah. Well, Schlitter's mission is pretty straightforward. It's kind of the way he goes about it anyway. He attacks with sinkers a high percentage of the time. He's willing to throw that sinker over a big part of the plate. Just let it do its magic. Just direction down and induce ground balls.
Two-seamer, strike one on Frazier. Ninth inning. 5-0 Cubs.
Frazier, an all-star last year, hit 29 home runs, had 19 home runs in each of the 2 seasons prior.
Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Burley is 2. Blue Jays beat the Rays 12-7 tonight. So that's win number 201 in his career.
Blue Jays 5-4 in the early going, as are the Rays. Look out. Flew open a little bit. They'll give him a little extra arm side run, but it'll run off the plate and it won't have the good sink.
It's foul. Jose Bautista. Devin Travis homered for the Jays tonight. One more game in that series tomorrow as the Jays try to earn a split. Baltimore beat the Yankees 7-5. 2-2, ball 3. Chris Davis knocked in 3 runs for the Orioles.
Nolan Arenado has homered for the Rockies. They've jumped on Tim Lincecum for a 3 spot in the first. It's 3-1. Rockies over the Giants. Arenado, who made that unbelievable play yesterday.
Yeah, he and George Springer, early nominees for Defensive Play of the Year. Springer took away a game-winning grand slam the other day. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out. You will not see a better defensive play probably in the near future than the one that 2-time Gold Glover Arenado made last night. Watch this.
Fearless.
Onto the tarp, and they almost turned 2 as Pagan just got into third safely.
He carries so much speed into that wall. Look at the way he bounces. His head in the game comes up throwing.
Ground ball through into left. Another knock for Brandon Phillips, who is now 7 out of 11. 7 for 11 in the series.
Yeah, and it would be interesting to go back in this series and see how many pitches he has seen, because it seems to me like he's up there just swinging early. He's seeing the ball real well. I mean, he's always been that guy anyway. He doesn't draw a lot of walks, doesn't work a lot of deep counts.
I guess Kevin Pillar took away a home run tonight, climbed up the wall in Toronto. So I guess he's getting into the act in terms of the nominees. We've got a lot of nominees. The defensive play of the year.
Of the year already.
Did you see the Springer catch?
A little snippet of it, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, somebody just tweeted me the Pillar catch. Pretty impressive. Bounce to third. Alcantara steps on the bag. Throw to first. Late. Reds still alive. 2 outs. First and second.
Might have been better off going around the horn there. It's a tough call for a third baseman. Going to take a few steps to get to the bag. And Joe Madden out chatting. I don't know. I guess he's not going to review it. A third baseman, if the ball takes him towards second base, that becomes the go-to play if he takes him to third base. But that was kind of right to him. He's back behind the bag, and I think he probably would have been better off trying to go around the horn. Bottom line is, with a 5-0 lead, just make sure you get an out. Don't make a mistake.
Fans on their feet, 29,205. Bruce, who has flied to right, flied to center, flied to center. Oh, this is Brennan Bosch. Number 42.
He's wearing Bruce's number. He's left-handed like Bruce.
On the ground, Herrera with a toss to Castro. Cubs win. 5-0 the final as they take 2 of 3 and back into first place as they head into an off day tomorrow.
Just an all-around good ball game for the Cubs tonight. Travis Wood outstanding on the mound. Plenty of offense early, including Anthony Rizzo's first home run. Good solid defensive work by Castro and others. Sing along at home if you'd like.
Family first. It's what we believe in here in the Quad Cities, and nothing is more important than our schools. Right now, there's a lot of talk about education and the Common Core. It's confusing. That's why at WQAD News 8, we're going inside the classroom, getting the facts about new education standards, how teachers are implementing them, and what they mean for our kids. It's like a report card for our schools. Hard work, determination is what we stand for here at WQAD News 8.
We hope you'll join us for WQAD News 8 at 10. And tonight, a kind message the steps one Quad City School District is taking to make sure no student is bullied.
And Chris at Kinnick when the Bachelor is planning to visit the Iowa football stadium and how you can meet him. All new on News 8 at 10.
And we still have some nice spring days ahead, but I am targeting that next rain chance. I'll tell you when that will arrive. So make that switch right now to WQAD News 8 at 10.
For home improvements from a company you can rely on, look to Boss Roofing Siding Experts of Rock Falls, Illinois. From residential to commercial projects, Boss is prepared for your job, no matter the size. At Boss Roofing Siding Experts, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, use certified installers, and are dedicated to quality workmanship. Check us out on Facebook or call today for a free quote. Boss Roofing Siding Experts, the area's #1 roofing, siding, and window contractor.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Ford, America's best. Ford. Make a smart play for savory subs this season. Score more flavor at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. TrustedChoice.com for all your insurance needs. Honda Dream Garage Sales Event now at Through the Hard Way. This bug's for you. Cubs with their
Base runners and a slick 6-4-3 double play.
Cubs 5-3. They're in first place. Off day tomorrow. Pods in on Friday. We'll wrap it up in a moment.
Right now, you can get 2 Arby's Euros for just $6.
That's €1 for the hand that does stuff well, and €1 for the hand that tries, but can't. Arby's, we have the meats.
Which car company is the first and only to offer built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi in cars, trucks, and crossovers? Ranking from top to bottom.
I'm going to say Mercedes is the innovator.
BMW just because they're pricey.
The final answer? Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream.
On a 2015 Chevy Malibu, only until April 30th. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you?
How about something from our new Mediterranean collection? Tender chicken or steak with feta cheese, cucumbers, black olives, and a creamy tzatziki sauce. Hurry in today. Subway. Eat fresh. Check the facts on the 2015 Hyundai Sonata. Fact, it's got a 5-star overall safety rating from the NHTSA. Fact, it's packed with next-gen safety features like lane departure warning and class-exclusive amenities like a hands-free smart trunk. Fact, with the Blue Link app, you can start it and send directions to your nav right from your iPhone or Android device. And fact, now you can lease the Sonata for $161 a month or get the Sonata Hybrid with $4,000 bonus cash plus $1,000 valued owner program. Visit buyhyundai.com.
We're on WGN on Sunday in a great pitching matchup. Cubs hosting the Padres. Former Cub Andrew Kashner will oppose John Lester. 1 o'clock for the leadoff man. Once again, our final score tonight. The Cubs 5, the Reds nothing. Cubs baseball in high definition has been brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Now for JD and our entire crew, Len Casper saying so long from Wrigley Field.
Whoa. Oh, this mattress is unbelievable.
And these prices are unbelievably low. You can believe it.
This happens every day at Factory Direct Mattress.
At 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It's unbelievable.
QCA Pools and Spas manufactures and distributes 3 lines of infrared saunas. But did you know our patented TheraSauna is the only sauna that can make you healthier? TheraSauna's patented stable heat system keeps the heat at a constant temperature, which allows your body to absorb more far infrared and release toxins stored inside. This process can help reduce muscle spasms, inflammation, and help with blood circulation. Stop into QCA Pools and Spas and try the patented infrared TheraSauna or visit TheraSauna.com.
At Midwest Complete Construction, we build relationships one home at a time.
As homeowners in the community, we understand you want a contractor you can trust.
We are that contractor, today and for years to come. From concept to completion, keeping with your vision and budget.
Whether building new, remodeling, insurance restoration, or repair, Midwest Complete Construction works with you step by step.
Visit mwcomplete.com or call for a free quote today. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one home at a time.
I'm TV's Craig Ferguson, and this is Celebrity Name Game.
She's got a big butt. She just had a baby. Kim Kardashian.
This guy right here.
Craig Ferguson hosts.
Late night, Monday through Friday, and Saturday at 6:30 on WQAD News 8.
This is great.
What's in here?
Laughs, fun, and big surprises. For the perfect morning, just add Kelly and Michael.
We're going to have to drink our way out.
Weekday mornings at 9, WQAD News 8.
Bridezilla's, weekdays at 11 a.m. on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Overnight shooting where police say shots were fired, sending one man to the hospital.
Getting our government to work again so that it can address the economy of tomorrow, not yesterday.
Campaign kickoff, who Hillary Clinton reached out to on her first official stop on the road to the White House.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8's Good Morning Quad Cities.
Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday, April 15th. I'm Jim Mertens. Julie has the morning off. We've made it halfway through the week, and now we're going to be facing some nice weather and then some not so nice weather. You know what? We've been talking about the fact that we do need the rain, and we've been noticing how much the grass is green, the trees are budding right now. The rain is something that we do need.
Yeah, and that will really kind of change it because, you know, you see the buds on the trees and the buds are just ready to just burst open. We will see that with a new dose of rain, probably as early as Friday evening. Better shot comes as we look into next week. Look at this picture right now on the Eagle Eye. Gorgeous. We see the blues up there and a pretty nice sunrise expected here in the next hour or so as we look at temperatures into the upper 30s to mid 40s right now. Still looking at the cooler spots here around Sterling, Rock Falls to Dixon, where you're into the upper 30s, but it's near 50 right now in Burlington at the airport, 51 degrees. You've got a few more clouds overhead. The clouds actually allowed the temperature to stay up overnight. Think of those clouds acting as a blanket on the atmosphere. As we head through the day, these clouds will be thinning out for the most part, and that should pull. Oh, not only did I double punch the graphic, Jim, I went right by the forecast. Good thing it's all up here. Partly cloudy with temperatures at 70 degrees. I'm going to put all the pieces of my clicker back together and I'll show you the 8-day coming up.
We have to Velcro that thing to him. Our top story this morning right now, one person has been injured after a shooting in Davenport. It happened near 35th around 11 last night. It's near the filling station on Brady Street. That's also where we find News 8's Jonathan Katz. He joins us now live with the latest information. Jonathan?
Jim, hey, the Hecker Creek Townhomes was the scene last night where the shooting happened, where one person was injured. However, police have since left the scene. They were here last night around 11 p.m., though. Davenport's crime scene unit responded to this area just before 11 o'clock. Police surrounded the Hecker Creek Townhomes at the time. We're told that one male subject was shot in the back last night. They were taken to the hospital with a non-life-threatening wound. Police, though, do not have anyone in custody, still looking for anyone who may have been involved in the shooting. Jim, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. Once again, if you have any information, Davenport police are looking for any tip you might have. You can give them a call. There's the number on the screen. You can also call Crime Stoppers anytime with any tips. A renewed demand for justice this morning as dramatic videos come to light showing violent clashes between police officers and suspects. It's a developing story on Good Morning Quad Cities. Protests around the country calling for an end to brutality. At least 24 people were arrested in demonstrations. About 250 people marched across New York's Brooklyn Bridge protesting violent police tactics. At least 12 people were arrested there. And in San Francisco, protesters swarmed a police station and filled City Hall. It comes amid new cases of questionable police tactics, like in South Carolina, where a former officer shot and killed an unarmed suspect. Dramatic dash cam video appears to show a police officer in Arizona intentionally ramming into a suspect with his car back in February. This is disturbing video, so we want to point out you may want to look away. You can see the car actually hit the man, Mario Valencia, who was walking along the street. Police say Valencia allegedly stole a rifle and box of ammunition and was walking through the streets shooting into the air, refusing to stop for officers. He was taken to the hospital but wasn't seriously hurt. The police chief says the officer was justified in taking such drastic measures to take control of the situation. Valencia's attorney says it was excessive force, and he says it was unnecessary. Testimony set to continue today in the trial against a Quad City man accused of killing 2 people while driving intoxicated. Prosecutors say 24-year-old Kai Miller had a blood alcohol level more than twice the legal limit at the time of the crash. Investigators say Miller was driving 70 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Andy Adams and Danny DeBaker died at the scene. Caleb Hovland, that is, survived the crash and says he's being treated for post-traumatic stress disorder syndrome because of what happened that night.
I had no idea what was going on, and then the next thing I remember is I thought I was dead because I couldn't feel anything. I remember getting woken back up and looking back up and thinking, why is Andy and Danny not awake when I'm awake?
The mothers of the 2 young men who were killed also testified yesterday. The trial is expected to last the rest of the week. After a surprise stop in Davenport, Hillary Clinton held her first official campaign stop in Iowa, reaching out to educators in Monticello. Your voice, your vote coverage from News 8's John David. He shows us how the former First Lady is starting small with big dreams for the future.
It seems like old times with a twist for Hillary Clinton. Instead of speaking before hundreds, she launches her Iowa campaign for president with a small group of community college students and teachers.
I never thought I'd be sitting here telling you I'm running for president, but I knew that if I got a good education, I did my part.
Using an auto shop classroom as a backdrop, these appearances will focus on the economy, what it takes for everyday Americans to succeed. That's an important theme for largely rural Jones County.
That's the basis of everything. If you destroy the college system, then you don't have any more economy. So, I mean, it's a good connection she made.
This is a new start for Hillary Clinton in Iowa. After placing third in the 2008 Iowa caucuses, she's established as the clear Democratic frontrunner this time.
We think it's a great opportunity, a great learning opportunity for our students, and we always invite a lot of students and we want them to feel the experience.
Even though some early poll numbers are slipping, this is all about a fresh start with a familiar face, new opportunities and strategies in the Hawkeye State.
Getting our government to work again so that it can address the economy of tomorrow, not yesterday.
A long road to the White House that starts with a stop in Monticello, Iowa for Hillary Clinton. John David, WQAD News 8.
Today, Clinton's campaign heads to central Iowa and a community called Norwalk. That's where they're holding an invitation-only meeting with business leaders. Clinton stayed at the Hotel Blackhawk in Davenport Monday night. After leaving the hotel, she made another stop in the Quad Cities before heading to Monticello. She grabbed a cup of coffee at Jones Street Java House in LeClaire. Clinton spent a few minutes talking to employees and customers there. Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner has set the dates for those special elections to replace former Congressman Aaron Schock. A primary will be held July 7th. A general election will take place September 10th for voters in central Illinois. Schock resigned last month amid questions about his office expenses and campaign spending. 4 of Schock's staff members have been subpoenaed to testify before a federal grand jury as part of an ongoing probe into Schock's expenses. Days after an